Hello, how is everyone today? Oh my god, it already starts good. I was totally fine. Just start the change screen and boom, yawning. Um, Hi, hello, how is everyone today? So the plan is continue playing Cinderella Phenomenon Evermore, the sequel of Cinderella Phenomenon, and this time we are going for Chevalier's best ending. So yeah, let's just start the best end. Let me just check the redeems. They are fine today. Yeah, it was yesterday that I was being bad. Did I already start? I don't remember. No, I didn't. Okay. Once upon a time, in a land far, far away, there lived a princess. She was known as the Ice Princess, named for her frigid heart and unwielding coldness toward others. The princess shunned all who sought to help her. She was scared to go out into the world, so she locked herself up in her palace. Then, one day, the princess became the victim of the infamous fairy tale curse and was forced to go from riches to rags. As the princess struggled to come to terms with her new life, she met a very special man. The two endured much strife, helping each other overcome various ordeals. In the end, they emerged victorious. The special man told the princess' ice-cold heart and dried her dampened spirits. The two vowed to love each other for the rest of the time. They lived happily ever after. But what happens after happily ever after? The Lucy's Bearer, Chapter 1. Viviana. A voice reaches out to me from the depths of my mind, soft and gentle. Though I have not heard it in years, I recognize it immediately. Mother? Ah, my dearest heart. Mother. I rush toward her, but Mother steps away from me before I can touch her. I came to see how the traitor was doing. But it seems you are still just as incompetent as when I left you. Mother, A strand of electricity snakes up my arm, breaking apart the rest of the words. I collapse to my knees with a cry of pain. What a disappointment you are, Diviana. Had you revived me, you would not be so weak. And I would not be so weak. You are a pathetic ruler, daughter. Mother. And you are a failure as a witch. The sparks return the moment the words leave her mouth. This time, the electricity envelops my whole body, making the world shimmer dangerously. Tears gather in my eyes. Mother, please, I'm trying my best. You will fail, dearest heart, because you do not know what it means to be a witch. We feed off negativity and chaos. Love serves no power. You'll see that in time. And when that happens, my love, a sardonic smile touches her lips as she fades away. Remember that I will not be there for you. I wake with my heart pounding erratically in my ears. Mother. I press a hand to my forehead and squeeze my eyes shut. A tendril of electricity snaps across my fingers, and I am only able to will it away after calming my heart. When I open my eyes, it is not darkness I see, but my own room. It's just a dream. I quiet my breathing as I glance around. Everything is exactly as it always is, except for one thing. My gaze snags on a figure silhouetted in moonlight. He is hunched over a table, papers scattered around him. Chef? I stand and make my way over to him. Chevalier has fallen asleep on my table with an arm folded beneath his head. At least this time he remembers to take off his glasses. The last time Chevalier fell asleep, writing letters, he crushed his glasses. I notice he's been drifting off more frequently at this desk ever since he moved into the palace. It's only been a few weeks since he accepted my father's invitation to become the palace's official physician, but he's really already so stressed. I reach out to touch his shoulder, but then pause. As much as I would like to have him come to bed, he might not be able to fall back asleep once I wake him. I suppress a laugh. We did this. Yeah. I know Chevalier. He has a tendency to worry. If I wake him, he will be unable to fall asleep again. I would rather he rest. He needs it. I pull my hand away and make my way back to my bed. I pause briefly to glance at the gardens and the city beyond them. The moonlight settles on Angel like a blanket, making all of the buildings glimmer faintly like stars. Somewhere in the sprawling town is the Martian, where Laura and Sina slept under one roof. Sina is Parfait's only cousin, and the only possible heir to the Lucis. Apparently, Parfait was keeping his identity secret because she did not want to place the burden of a bearer on him at so young an age. None of us knew of his existence until he showed up at the Martian's doorstep one day, insistent that he be allowed to stay so he could take over Parfait's duties. Ever since Sina moved to Angel, I have been having more nightmares of Mother. I wonder if this has anything to do with the imbalance between the Tenebrarum and the Lucis. My closeness with the Tenebrarum, which is a crystal that balances the darkness of this kingdom, makes me more prone to nightmares. They have decreased over the years, thankfully, but for some reason, this week has been difficult. I sigh as I fall back to my bed, my fingers moving to the bridge of my nose as I try to brush aside the nightmare. Maybe I should go for a walk. I leave the room quietly so as not to disturb Chevalier. I am only out long enough to clear my mind. When I return, I am finally able to fall asleep. The first thing I notice when I wake up in the morning is Chevalier, who is seated at my desk sealing envelopes. I rub my blurry eyes as I sit up in bed and yawn. Chevalier turns with a smile. Good morning, my sweet princess. I notice that his eyes are glimmering. He looks more lively than I have seen him in many, many days. Good morning, you look well rested. Oh, but I am. Your table is very comfy, Diana. The bed is a lot more comfortable, you know. A valid point. I certainly prefer waking to the sight of your beautiful eyes, bright as the moon, the most precious gold. If that is the case, you should make a greater effort to pass out on the bed. But I'm not even supposed to fall asleep in your room, am I? And yet, you do so anyway. If you insist on staying, you ought to at least sleep on the bed. Father ought to have reprimanded me by now. The fact that he has not means he obviously does not care that much about Chevalier being here. Then I'll try my best for you, sweet princess. He leans back in his chair, arms crossed. I hope you don't mind my saying, but you seem a little groggy this morning. As always, he is able to read me so easily. A nightmare kept me up last night. Nightmare? Diana, you should have woken me. It was just a nightmare, Chev. I did not want to disturb you for such a small thing. Your consideration warms my heart. But still, was this an ordinary brown nightmare? I don't think so. It is hard to say. It seemed more vivid than the usual nightmares. Spend the next minutes detailing the nightmare to Chevalier. Even now, Mother's words are clear in my mind. I could not forget them, even if I wanted to. Rilla looks thoughtful. The dreams you remember are usually the ones fueled by the Tenebrarum. Perhaps this is somehow related to Cinna. The dreams have been worse since he came to Angel, yes? I nod. I do not know how it would be related to the Tenebrarum, but... well, we can ask him today when we see him at the Martian. Oh, and Diana? He plops himself down on the bed, wraps an arm around my waist, and presses a kiss on my forehead. I hope you didn't take your mother's words to heart. From what you tell me, the mother you knew loved you in her own way. I don't think she would have ever wanted to see you suffer. Jeff, you should see the bad endings of the previous one with Fritz and Waltz. I know. Are you sure you're okay? Diana, before he can say anything else, I press my lips to his mouth. The kiss is my only answer. When I pull away, Chevalier is grinning at me. I'll take that as a yes. He wiggles his eyebrows at me, and I respond by jabbing him in the shoulder. Shall we get breakfast? When Chevalier first came to the palace, and I invited him to breakfast, he was extremely nervous about sharing a meal with my family. I had to tell him multiple times that the king insisted he joined us not because he was to become the royal physician, but because he was becoming part of the family. Now the question always brings a smile to Chevalier's face. He flashes that proud smile at me now, as he offers me his arm. Breakfast will be nice, yes. We head for the dining hall. The hall is lively as always, this morning, though for an entirely different reason than usual. You're telling me you run after the messengers because you had an important letter sent to Viorica? It was a very important invite for a luncheon. Normally, it is Chevalier who sparks conversation on the mornings like this, He and father get along very well and usually discuss recent affairs and politics. This morning, however, father and Ophelia are at a meeting, and it is just Rod, Elaine, Chevalier, and I. Chevalier has been quietly listening to the conversation this whole time. He flips between being loquacious and quiet at the drop of a coin. Sometimes it feels as if he has two personalities, but I know the truth. He just likes to eavesdrop. I turn my attention away from my finished plate to look at Emily and Rod. They have been discussing letters the whole morning. Emily usually sends letters to Yorick and Denise, where, unsurprisingly, is the one that brought Emily and Denise together. Rod oopsie. Rod sends the majority of his letters to Brigantia, and has been considering going there to study foreign dance as a part of some exchange program. Rod and his younger brother, Lance, were the ones to suggest the idea when last they visited Angel. Claude was particularly interested, saying that because Angel hosted Brigantian royalty so often, they would be honored to host us as well. Claude proposed a trade-off. He insisted that if the Brigantia royal family took Rod in, he would force us to take his brother, Lance, off his hands. Sometimes I wonder about the relationship they have. The messenger from this morning is delivering letters over the border. Those letters were for Brigantia. Emily looks at him, startled. When he raises an eyebrow, she smiles sheepishly. Really? I had no idea. If she was sending anyone in Brigantia a letter, it is probably Lance. The two of them get along very well. I'm certain the messenger will deliver message to the post office before making the trip over the border. He smiles at Elaine. Your letters are in good hands, Princess Elaine. Elaine turns her grateful smile on Chevalier before pausing, curiosity lightening her eyes. What about your letters, Chevalier? He was up so late writing them that he fell asleep with a pen in his hand. I gave him a pointed look, as usual. Chevalier smiles weakly. These ones were important, I swear. He clears his throat, his expression melting into something more somber. I've been writing letters to the housing official to finalize the contract. Right, is ill with Denise. He's in the process of giving her the deed to his old clinic. I hope it's not too complicated. Huh? Hi, Ellie, how are you? How was your stream? Hi, Force. Hi, Cozy. Hi, Kurama. Did I miss anyone? I don't think so. Really, where that came from? You're welcome. But how was your stream, Illy? And if you need to sleep, go sleep, please. Okay, Illy, what's going on? Yeah, it is a novel setting, but you were never like that. Good, good. Go sleep, it's midnight for you. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, like, what's going on? That's not our usual self. But yeah, hi Illy and everyone come on. Illy's ready if you need to go, lurk, sleep, and blah blah blah. Feel free to do so. I'm not here holding you hostage or anything, so feel free to do your thing. For who doesn't know me, my name is Divina Luna Lepus, the audition for short. I'm a human hair hybrid, and normally I do arts and crafts streams, productive streams, and gaming streams like I'm doing right now. If anyone is interested, these are my social medias. And I'm also part of Chevalier magazine, a magazine for VTubers from VTubers. Check that out as well. Thank you, good night, Ellie. It's a free asset, Grandma. Back to the game. It's not, it's just time consuming. Just make sure it doesn't stop you from sleeping. Chevalier laughs, eyes glittering with mirrors. As you command, my sweet princess. After breakfast, Chevalier and I head to the marsh, where we are to meet with Anis and Sina, respectively. What a brilliant day, the sun is shining, the town is full of laughter, and I have my sweet Viviana here to accompany me. Wrong, I was going to say I have my lovely queen here to accompany me. That's the same thing. Chevalier laughs. I beg to differ, queen is a far more regal title. But I'm not even queen yet. You're already one in spirit. I cannot help my smile as I turn my attention to the scenery. The town square is bustling with activity when we arrive, despite the cold weather. Though it is sunny, a chill wind brushes my skin and rumples my dress. It's so cold. I do not realize I am huddled close to Chevalier until he loops an arm around my waist and pulls me to his side. As always, I'm amazed at how comfortably I fit. It's at times like these that I feel I should buy a new scarf. He grins. I could get you one too. Better yet, we could buy matching scarves. I would wear a paper bag over my head before matching with you. You are so radiant, you could make anything a fashion statement, princess, even a paper bag. It would be a shame not to gaze upon your beautiful features, though. His voice fades as he stops a nearby stall. Fabrics are draped across the makeshift shelves and stacked out onto boards. Scarves are included in the assortment. Ah, look there! How convenient! The last time I arrived here early at the market for a meeting with Sina, he was not there. He was partaking in one of his silly hobbies. I suppose it will not hurt to keep him waiting. We can spare a few minutes. Onward then! We have just arrived at the stall when I paused, noticing two ladies standing not too far away. I can tell by the looks they throw in our direction that they are speaking about us. I move closer to the edge of the stall while Chevalier holds up a few scarves. He and the stall owner do not even notice me. I don't understand what she could have seen in him. Unless she took pity on him. The Ice Princess taking pity on some poor doctor? The two women giggle. Not only is he much older than her, but he's not even handsome, is it? and not very competent, last I heard. If I were him, I'd be ashamed to be seen as the princess consort. Diana? I startle when Chevalier puts a hand on my shoulder. Is something wrong? His eyes flicker briefly to the women. He is smiling, but it is a half-hearted smile. He squeezes my shoulder. Don't worry about them, Diana. I can still hear the ladies tittering behind me. They are being extraordinarily rude. We went to swap them, so... But Chev is right. They are a waste of my time. I turn towards Chevalier, who looks relieved. He immediately changes the subject, picking up a fuchsia pink scarf and holding it up to me for me to see. Oh, it's pretty! What do you think of this one? For you? It looks like something Claude would wear. No. For you, my lovely princess. He raises the scarf higher, glasses glinting. They're always in blue, but I think pink would really bring out the color of your eyes. Pink is more Anneline's color. Oh? I think it will look nice on you. It's ugly. I like how we just say that it's ugly, not because our favorite flower is there and we don't want him to spend money, just because of the pink. Just because of the pink. Chevalier laughs. As always, your honesty is a treasure. Don't you show me things like that just because we enjoy it when I insult them, don't you? Of course, your skull is radiant. I roll my eyes at Chevalier, turns back as Chevalier turns back to the stall. He ought to head to the marshal now. We can always return later. Chevalier nods his assent before following after me. We have arrived. Chevalier strolled into the marshal with his usual enthusiasm. Good morning, Lady Laura. Waltz, the big. Laura and Waltz, who were in the middle of a conversation, turned to face us. Well, look what a cat dragged in. Waltz sighs. Good morning, you two. Chevalier has called him Waltz the Big so many times, he no longer bothers reacting to it. Let me guess. Diana, you're here to speak with Sina, and Chevalier, you're here for Inés. On point as usual, as always. Do you know where I might find that? Waltz gestures with attempt at the reception room. Apparently, Inés has been in there for the last few hours sorting through some papers. Sorry, I want to question. You sure stuck her with a lot of work, Chevalier. Have I? I've been trying to alleviate some of her stress by doing most of my paperwork myself, but I just... Little Laura. You? A voice comes from the reception room doorway. The voice belongs to an irritated boy I have met only a handful of times since he arrived in Angel. Sina, Parfait's cousin, the newly dubbed Lucy's bearer. And so it starts. Could you be any louder, old man? Chevalier is completely unfazed. He grins brightly as Sina enters the room. What an honor it is to see you again, tiny lord. No, no rebuttals today, Cinnamon. You are unbearable. Ah, so you are in the mood for a banter. I'm more in the mood to smash a plate over your head. Such violence. Blair turns to look at me with a glimmering smile. What say you, Viviana? What? Don't you have anything to contribute to the conversation? Last time with him, so... Chevalier, do not patronize him. And Sina, you know Chevalier's heart is made of glass. He'll break it if you insult him too much. Chevalier releases a dramatic sigh. I'm afraid my princess speaks the truth. Laura snorts and quirks an eyebrow. Does she now? You two really do have a strange relationship, don't you? Strange? I think the word you're searching for is honest. As always, these comments do not face Chevalier, but my eyes fall on Sina, who is smirking. I can tell from the look on Chevalier's face that he meant for this to happen. You're a soft heart for sure. I'll take that as a compliment. Think of it what you will, old man. Manners, Cinnamon. Sina cocks an eyebrow at Laura. As always, he looks unimpressive. He turns to face me. I'm assuming you came to see me. That is correct. And the old man? I'm here to see a niece. Since the two of you have a meeting, I'll go ahead and excuse myself. He leans forward to plant a kiss on my forehead. I'll be in the other room if you need me, my sweet Viviana. He shows himself out of the room with a gentle bow. So, what do you need from me, Princess Viviana? I get straight to the point, describe my nightmares and my hypothesis that the crystalline are unbalanced. Sina scoffs and crosses his arms. With all due respect, Your Highness, your nightmares don't prove anything. What evidence is there that your nightmares are being caused by an imbalance in the crystalline? If anything, shouldn't you be more critical of yourself? Excuse me? Cinnamon? It could be that the weight of the crystalline is overwhelming you, perhaps, or maybe you are a failure as a witch. I am so wrapped up in my thoughts, I miss the rest of Sina's words. Or sighs. What Viviana said might be valid, actually. You've started taking over Parfait's responsibilities, Sina. The balance was already assured before you arrived. It will take a while to restore it to the way it was before the war. Do my job just fine, thanks. Waltz looks between Sina and Laura, eyebrows crunched. Is there any way to measure the balance? Usually the imbalance reveals itself physically, but so far as I can see, there are no disturbances in Angel. What would those disturbances even look like on Sina's sides? I'll keep my eyes open for anything that feels off. Likewise, let's hold off on forming any conclusions until we know more about the situation. Let us know if the problem persists, Princess. Fine. It feels as if everyone lets out a collective sigh of relief when I let the subject drop. But I can't just be imagining all of this, right? Our conversation turns to more practical things after that. Watson's water bring me up to speed with recent events. 2 years ago, the tavern was open to the public. As far as I am aware, Walt used it as a space to teach young witches magic. Laura also uses the tavern as a base of operations for the Angel witches. Anise, who was working here until recently, is soon to be leaving. Walt is just telling me about her plans for the future when the reception door opens and Chevalier enters with Anise in tow. Thank you for the hydration and the pets. Also, Daddy went to sleep. I heard you talking about Anise and brought her immediately. Anise looks particularly small, standing in Chevalier's shadow. Her smile is soft, shy. Though the passing years have given her great confidence, she is still remarkably unchanged from the Anise I met years ago. She's still kind-hearted and a good listener, and still very good with herbs and food. Hello, Anise. Good afternoon, Your Highness. We were just talking about you, Anise, as Chevalier seemed to hear. Are you sure you weren't eavesdropping? Of course not. I'll just have very good ears. I waste no time in asking Anise about the details of the move. It was Chevalier who proposed the idea, and insisted that Anise, who had always dreamed of working full-time as an herbalist, could make her dream come true if she had the space to sell her herbs and ointments. Chevalier offered her his old clinic space last month. They have been working on the documentation this month, and as it turns out, we've just finished the last of the paperwork. And there you have it. Soon, Lady Anise will be the wonderful new owner of a clinic down the street. She'll become a renewable herbalist and transform the place into a miraculous and humble sanctuary for all those in need. I have no doubt she will be loved by all of her patients. Oopsie. I don't think I'll be anywhere near as renowned as you are, Chevalier. The two laugh and smile, but I note the way Chevalier smiles, sleeps as he looks at Anise. It is only for a few moments, but he looks sad. There have been so many changes this last month. Sina moving into the tavern, my recent nightmares, an increase in my palace duties, Chevalier giving up the clinic to Nice. Chevalier has only recently taken up to my father's offer to become the palace official physician, and yet it seems wrong somehow. Diviana? Chevalier takes my hand and rubs a thumb across my palm. My heart eases when he flashes me a bright smile. Push away my anxiety and turn back to the conversation. No, I must be imagining things. Everything is fine, right? I'll do 2 chapters today and then go to bed. The middleman. The middleman. The middleman. You will fail, dearest heart, because you do not know what it means to be a witch. We feed off negativity and chaos. Love serves no power. You'll see that in time. Must you haunt me even in the day, mother? I still ground. Every time I close my eyes, I see mother smirking at me. Pull my hand away from my face and survey the councilmen gathered around the table. All of them are focused on father, except for Julian and Garland, who are looking at me worriedly. I turn away with a grimace. I cannot let on that I am barely able to keep my eyes open. I hardly slept last night. If Chevalier hadn't left to the Martian for a Martian before I wake up, he would have noticed something was amiss. I turn to my father, who has been discussing the possibility of increasing taxes for over an hour. While I am aware that the increase could benefit palace personnel, I will not raise them unless absolutely necessary. Unconcealment raises his hands to voice his discontent. He insists that the increase in taxes would help the knights. Then scowls. Rest assured, His Majesty compensate us for our duty. Amply. The concealman looks disgruntled by Julian's rebuttal. Clearly, he was not expecting the commander of the Order of Caldera to argue against increasing the funding. The conversation makes its way around the table until it is my turn to speak. I am not afraid to voice my argument with my father. Before, I would have cared about the consequences of raising taxes. I would not have cared, but now, after getting to know Anchial's citizens, I understand the ramifications of our actions. But it is as if no one hears my opinion. The counselors do not respond to me at all. Instead, continue the conversation as if they have not heard me. It is not similar to a group of adults ignoring a child's commentary. My irritation builds as the counselors continue speaking of their so-called benefits until I pound a fist onto the table. Are you done? Because while you are clearly have your wallet in mind, I'm thinking of the kingdom. A tense silence fills the throne room. My father's surprise is fleeting. He quickly takes charge of the conversation again. I clasp my hands in my lap and flinch when electricity snakes through my fingers. I clench on the magic, trying to quell my panic. I am in control. Luckily, the electricity fades as the meeting comes to a close. Still, I do not miss the nervous looks at the consultant threw over their shoulders as they exit the room. After they leave, only my father and the two knights remain. Your Highness, are you okay? I'm fine. The words came out sharper than I intended. Why am I so mad? I ball my hands into fists and try again. I'm fine. Your eyes are glassy. They're not. This is how I felt when I was first learning to control the Tenebrarum. If I don't manage it properly, the negative emotions stored in it can influence my mood. I eyed the electricity sparking at my fingertips and sighed. Apologize. I did not intend to do that outburst to happen. I promise I'm fine. Tyler offers an hesitant smile. If there's ever anything we can do to help, please don't hesitate to call on us, Princess. We may not be advisors, but we'll serve however we can. She nods. I personally think you've been overworking yourself. No, I just have not been able to sleep. There have been certain extenuating circumstances while in Tenebrarum. My eyes flit to my father. I wonder vaguely if he's thinking about my mother's loss of control when he looks at me. I've been working with the witches to resolve the problem, but there is no need for concern. I faith in you, Diviana. I always will, but nonetheless, I echo Julian and Garland's offer. I hope you will not hesitate to speak with me if you need the help. I offer a tired, grateful smile. Thank you, Father. We are still in the process of mending our relationship after years of silence. I appreciate that he's actively taking steps to make things right between us. I raise from my seat. If I may be excused, I have an errand to run. After leaving the throne room, I steer myself in the direction of the marching. My tiredness does not excuse me from my obligations. Right now, I have a responsibility to check in with Laura. Hello? The tavern is eerily silent when I enter. Typically, it is packed with customers at this hour, with Denise calling orders behind the bar. Today, however, the closed sign is displayed outside the Martian Tavern's door. You must all be busy. Hello? No one responds to my call, at least not at first. Then I hear an unmistakable sound of sweeping coming from the corridor. Oh no. I back away at the broom's sudden appearance. Mr. Broom is unfazed. It hops out to greet me with an enviable energy. Hi Mina, how are you? Also, I have another thing for you. That got shown to me earlier. So, here is your name on chat. Here is what you deserve. Wow, you're giving me more reasons with that emote for me to bonk you. I got a message of you working on something earlier on stream, or precisely on an emote. I hope you do not plan on trying to make me sweep today. You know you do not need my assistance anymore. The broom's only response is to hop toward me again, aggrown at its exuberance. Is anyone else here? I know that the broom can understand me, and yet it does not give any sign of having heard me. It continues to hop toward me. No, I'm not sweeping the floors. I purposely altered Laura's charm so that the broom could sweep on its own, and yet it still harasses me. Now you laugh, Mina, huh? I falter when I notice the dusty footprints by the doorway. Were my shoes really that dirty? The broom is restless. It seems to quiver with anticipation. To quiver. The last time we looked for others, so now we slept. I hope my hands are fitted. I hope my hands fit. Hi Lupo, how are you? I wonder who summoned you. I hope my hands are fitted. It is an obstinate thing, and it will not desist. Does desist exist in English? Because there was one time that the English was really bad. Until I sweep away the dirt I tracked inside. Fine, but once I sweep up my tracks, you will leave me alone. The room throws itself into my hands. Then it rushes forward, pulling me with it. Wow, oh, not so fast! The broom, of course, does not heed my words. My anger soon fades. I know what desist is. The thing is, I never saw it in English. I never saw it written in English. Normally I see like quit instead of desist. So desist for me reminds me of desistir. That is the Portuguese word. My anger soon fades. I blame the nostalgia. It makes my mind stray. Before I know it, I am remembering the first time I came to the margin. Well, this is a fan. Well, this is. It makes sense for this one though, because, you know, old times. I will not be surprised if it appears something like this is. No, how it is? This eye or something like that. I don't remember. Back then, I remember thinking that being forced to work here was the hardest thing I have ever done. Even small chores like sweeping seemed a terrible punishment. I have a message, let me check. I was irritated that Parfait and Laura forced me to work when I'm actually, oh my god, actuality, they were only teaching me how the world worked, and Parfait, I always took her company for granted, but now she's gone, and she's never coming back. Who? What's this? I swivel in place. Chevalier is standing in the doorway, surprise etched onto his face. I realize that thought the dust has been cleared away. I'm still clenching the broom. It looks like you two are getting along. I peel my hands off the broom with a sigh. The broom attacked me. Ah, and here I thought you looked like you were having fun. He steps forward, and the smile fades. You look lost in thought. Is there something on your mind? I was just remembering the first time I had to sweep with Mr. Brown. Parfait put the ribbon on him because she thought it would somehow make the situation better. I note the melancholy in Chevalier's eyes, and mentally, I can't say that word. Castilles, just myself. Why did I have to bring up Parfait in front of him? I'm sorry. Don't apologize, Viviana. I think Lady Parfait would be happy that we think about her every now and then. I also think she'd be happy to know that Mr. Broom can invoke such a meaningful memory. What's meaningful? Anise is suddenly standing behind us, a quizzical smile on her face. Oh, Eunice, I checked the sound with her outside and discovered the princess and Mr. Broom. As always, they make the second most perfect duo. Second? You and I are the first. Annie beams at me. I'm going to assume you aren't here to sweep. I don't know English anymore. But then, why are you here, princess? I came to speak with Laurentina. Ah, Cinnamon and Lady Laura are in the meeting with the fairies. They should be back soon, though. If you'd like, I can make you a cup of tea while you wait. I was just going to make some for Chevalier and me. Or perhaps you'd like some hot chocolate, Viviana? With just a pinch of cinnamon? He sets a hand on my shoulder and smiles at me softly. You look like you could use it. My shoulders sob beneath his hands. As always, Chevalier can see right through me. Some hot chocolate would be nice, thank you. I follow them into the reception room. I spend the next few hours discussing the day's events. As always, I let my guard down in front of the two of them. They are both excellent listeners. I have a lot to learn from them. Day fades tonight, and stars soon blanket the sky. I'm considering sending a message for Laura when the door opens and the woman in question steps inside. Well, if it isn't my favorite princess, Emmeline would be offended. Well, it's a good thing she's not here then. Chevalier smiles at her mischievously. You're just glad she's not here because her innocent sparkling eyes would break your resolve. So even the ice cold Laura has a soft side? Sina is standing in the doorway, arms crossed. Did you just call me ice cold, Cinnamon? You don't know what that means. Sina grumbles as he takes a seat to the city. Laura watches him, looking exasperated. Wonder if something happened at their meeting. Laura sits herself beside Denise and looks at me expectantly. So, what's the news with the Tenebrarum? Have you noticed any disturbance? Well, I bring up the surge of negative emotions I've been experiencing today. Laura crosses her arms and sighs. Well, if this is still continuing after our training, I feel inclined to call it an imbalance. Or maybe your training isn't as effective. No, as effective as you think. Oh, would you like to take over the princess training? Tina turns away, shakes flushed. Tina, I think the princess has made her case. This is something the two of you need to resolve together. Tina raises with a scowl. I've said this before. There is nothing to talk about. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have other, more pressing matters to attend to. Before either of us can get a word in, Tina leaves the room and slams the door behind him. He seems troubled. Tina is too proud for his own good. The more you corner him, the cattier he becomes. It's even worse today because he had to deal with Ferry's questioning his legitimacy as to Lucy's hair. It's no wonder he feels attacked. All I want to do is talk to him so we can locate the source of the problem. I'm sorry, Divyana. Other than offering you extra training sessions, there's not much else I can do to help you. I think it'd be best if you somehow trick Tina into a conversation. Otherwise, oh my god, why am I skipping things by accident? Otherwise, you'll need to speak to someone who can tell you a little more about how the Lucy's function. If Sino continues to be uncooperative, Walt and I can reach out to some fairies, you know. I feel like Sino would become even more hostile if I spoke to someone that wasn't him. No, I'll find a way to speak with him. Or a size. Good luck. Trying to get Sina to do anything is like herding cats. Though I do not doubt what Laura says, I must still try my best to see eye to eye with Sina. The two of us have an obligation to work together as a turnaround and Lucy's bearers. I'll figure out a way to speak to him. Somehow. Perhaps we can bribe him? With what? Insects? Chevalier and I are walking back to the palace together, brainstorming ways we can force Sina to converse with me. Cinnamon's favorite hobby is bug catching, so it has merit as an idea, but I refuse to wave a net around and catch insects with him. I doubt you'll need the nets. Butterflies would flock to you, lovely as you are. I'd rather not be a perch for butterflies. Ah, but princess, it looked like something out of the fairy tale. Also, look, the redeems are fixed. It was a trouble with Glitch yesterday. We don't live in a fairy tale, chef. The two of us have just rounded the corner when someone calls Chevalier's name. Thank you for the redeem. I wasn't aiming for that, but thank you. Mr. Chevalier, sir. The little boy rushed through it, smiling brightly. Doctor, princess! Thank you for that, pet Minnow. It is the boy that used to visit Chevalier at this clinic. More than 2 years ago, Chevalier saved this boy's life by striking a deal with a elusive witch doctor. I'm really curious how the witch doctor looks like, though. The deal eventually caused Chevalier to be cursed. During that time, he did not remember the boy or the circumstances that had caused him to be cursed. Since the curse broke, however, the boy has been visiting Chevalier and watching him work when Chevalier permitted. I've not seen him since Chevalier made preparations to give the clinic to Nice. What a serendipitous meeting. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing it right. To what do I owe the pleasure of our company, little sir? Your company, little sir? Chevalier crouched his arm beside the boy. I cannot help but smile at the sight of them. I have never been good with children, but watching Chevalier interact with them always makes me happy. I heard a tragic rumor. Oh? Care to share? The boy glances at me, a thoughtful look on his face. Are you and the doctor getting married? What? What? Where in the world did that come from? I'm experiencing a terrible sense of deja vu. I expect Chevalier's laugh or smile. Instead, it becomes oddly stiff. I cannot help but recall the trances that used to come over him when he was still amnesiac. Is he okay? Doctor? The address to Chevalier is the wrong one. I leaned down to address to the boy. The boy directly. I do not know what this has to do with any rumors, but no, I'm not married to the doctor. He's very special to me, though. The boy looks at me skeptically. Are you getting married soon, then? I faltered, unable to give the boy a straight answer. If Chevalier proposed to me, he would be by my side always. I would get to see his smiling face every night, and it was, by extension, the next in line to for the throne. I look at Chevalier, who catches my eye and smiles awkwardly. After a few moments, I smile back at him. Chevalier already worries enough about being accepted by the nobles. That sort of commitment would overwhelm him. Oh my god, I can't speak. Why can't I never speak on my streams? I don't know. I understand this, even if the reality of it is disheartening. But I cannot stand to see that sorrow on his face, so I speak the truth. I think that maybe someday we will be, yes. I say the words for the boy's benefit, but it is Chevalier who seems more surprised, staring at me so owlishly that I cannot help but laugh. Marrying the daughter as nice as Mr. Chevalier will be an honor for a princess. Diana, that's... What? Is the great Chevalier master fluttered at a loss for words? Never. I could never run out of compliments for you. I'm relieved to see him return to his normal self, and even if the things I said were embarrassing. Gently, the boy steps through Chevalier, expression somber. I heard rumors that you were closing the clinic, that you were going to start living in the palace, and I thought it was because you were marrying the princess. I'm afraid you've been misinformed. The clinic will remain open. Only a wonderful new lady is going to take over for me. She'll be selling herbal remedies to help with all kinds of sickness. But what about you? I'm going to be a physician at the palace. So you're just going to help the novels? No, of course not. But I can't be in two places at the same time, so I can tell by his expression that he does not want to go into any more detail. So I assured the boy Chevalier will continue his practice, just in a different place. His sadness dissipates when I tell him he can visit Chevalier in the palace. Mummy is going to be so excited when I tell her I can visit the palace. He runs off after that, leaving Chevalier and I alone. I reach for Chevalier's hands. Are you okay? Yes, sorry about that, Iviana. I blanked out. You talk about me overworking myself, but are you sure you aren't pushing yourself too hard? No, I'm not. I promise. I look at him skeptically. In the end, he only raises his hands in surrender before again taking my hand in his. It was just a momentary lapse. Even when you're no longer an amnesiac, you still have memory problems. You really are an old man. Alice, I'm afraid even I can't be perfect. He plants a kiss on the top of my head. Let's return to the palace, shall we? We wouldn't want everyone to worry when you don't show at dinner. I allow Chevalier to pull me along as we walk. I wondered about how I might get him to speak honestly about what is bothering him. 3 days later. Remind me again of why we are here? Here is a small cafe on the outskirts of the town plaza. Actually, I've been here before. Years ago, when Chevalier was still Rumpel, I came to this place to speak with his former fiancée. Though Brio has since moved her sewing business out of Angel, I still sometimes remember our meeting. I actually spoke with her a few times after she and Chevalier officially separated. I even went to her shop to purchase some scarves for Emmeline. But right now, I am here with Chevalier, who has just ordered dessert off the menu. He brought me here today without an explanation. If he hears my question, he gives no indication. Are you sure they don't want anything else, Ivana? Look, they even have this fancy hot chocolate. We serve it with rose petals. Chev. His name comes out outside. Ah, what a mournful sound. What's the matter, my sweet princess? He did not answer my question. Why are we here? He smiles at me coyly. Why? For a date, of course. A date? Your cheeks are red, Viviana. It's precious. They're not. The words came out louder than I intended, and when the customers at nearby tables turned to look at me, I feel my cheeks warm again. Chevalier smiles at me. Chevalier is right. The last few nights have been especially rough, though I've been by the Martian a few times to see Sina. Mysterious disappears every time I show up. I cannot help but wonder if he's using magic to vanish. Oh, also, I have something else planned as well. Something else? Yes, a surprise. You'll see soon. I am wondering at the vagueness of the word when a server sets small plates down on our table. It's filled with biscuits. They're shaped like lilies. Did you know that this cafe only started serving these biscuits recently? I reach out to grab one of the cookies off the plate and admire the delicate frosting work. Even the flower's filaments are carefully crafted. Only recently? That's right, all in honor of a certain crown princess. Chevalier laughs. You weren't paying attention when I ordered them earlier, were you? Otherwise, we would have reacted to them being called the Princess Lily Platter. But how would they know what my favorite flower was? Who knows? Perhaps someone who happened to know her very well told them. I look up and meet Chevalier's gaze baffled. Why? Because I don't like to be the only one to spoil you, and because I wanted to show you that the town folks like you. Like me? Of course. But I try my best to speak with them, it's true, but I'm nowhere near as good as conversing as Elaine. People may no longer call me the Ice Princess, but that does not change the fact that my social skills still leave much to be desired. Do you need me to say that what I think, Viviana? Or can you already guess? I should let people spoil me, right? Chevalier claps his hands together. Exactly. So, thank him is a wrong one. I feel a certain sense of deja vu. How can I explain this in a way that won't offend him? I split the biscuit in half and offer him one of the pieces. I love being spoiled by you, Chevalier. I touch my fingers to his, but I also prefer being spoiled only by you. Favorite things aren't special when shared with others. I curl my fingers through his. I feel more special when moments like this are shared between just the two of us. Chevalier stares at me, at a loss for words. The shock on his face makes me laugh, and he abruptly unfreezes. What a blessed sound. He leans forward, glasses glittering. You're right. I would so much rather keep that precious laughter to myself. I roll my eyes. That I cannot promise. I give his hand a squeeze before pulling my fingers away. Hi, Boyshu, how are you? Thank you for the redeem. Chevalier offers me a milk bowl before popping the biscuit into his mouth. He always goes out his way to do such nice things for me. I should do something for him as well. My mind wanders back to the stall full of scarves, a visit not so long ago. Chevalier mentioned he needed a new scarf. He no longer wears the scarf Braia made him, but because Chevalier is Chevalier, he puts other people first and never thinks about what he needs. Princess? Gently, his face is mere inches away from mine. I startle and fall back into my chair. Why must you always get so close? It's a lot easier to read your mind when I can look directly into your beautiful golden eyes. This is one time where I really don't want him to read my mind. He is perceptive to a fault. How can I surprise him if he sees it coming? And here I was under the impression that this was a meeting for three. I turn my seat and I am surprised to see Sina standing beside our table. He surveys us skeptically. Cinnamon, what are you? What a pleasure it is to see you again, tiny lord. Call me that again and I'll burn your biscuits. I, Chevalier, who only flashes me a knowing smile. Is this what he was referring to when he said that he had something else planned? And back to Sina. You will not set anything on fire, please sit, Sina. I cannot lose this opportunity to speak with him. Sina pulls up a chair. So, since the old man is the one that called me here, I'm going to assume you want me to talk to the Tenebrarum and about the Tenebrarum Lucis. Yes, Chevalier. Remember what you promised me for this? A cinnamon roll? Yes, I'll buy you one. Sina flashes a deep breath. It takes a great effort to stifle my laughter. Sina, the most precious cinnamon. You don't want to finish that sentence. Despite his protests, Sina does not budge. So he has a weakness for cinnamon? Whoopsie. I should not be surprised. I glance again at Chevalier. So this was not just a date. He set up this time for Sina and I to meet. Leave it up to Chevalier to find a way to make this work. I clear my throat. To answer your earlier question, yes, that is correct. You have heard what I told Lauren. I have, and I want to discuss the balance between the Lucis and Tenebrae. As I said before, that's not necessary. I don't intend to change the way I'm handling the Lucis. He is acting like a petulant child. What do you mean by handling the Lucis? Sina raised an eyebrow. I don't need to explain it to you. All you need to know is that I don't intend to succumb to the crystal the same way my cousin did. Like Lady Parfait did? Parfait? Like Parfait? We speak at the same time. What are you two, parrots? Please explain, Sina. There's nothing to explain. I just told you, I plan on doing things differently from my cousin. I would not make the same mistakes she did. Here he falters and for a few moments, his bravado fades and he looks uncertain. He looks young, like his age. Sina, I lean forward. I know what it is like to have to look over someone else's jaw without being... Hello, Haya.
I am on my phone. I am in the car.
Please drive safe.
You that I'm coming from the grocery store.
Did you get food?
Yes.
Yay, food.
The cashier said, Happy Mother's Day.
Oh yeah, for you it's Mother's Day this Sunday.
And no, okay, but like...
You forgot.
He looked me straight in the eye and said, Happy Mother's Day.
Oh.
And then as I walked away, he was like, If you're a mother. And I'm like...
Oh.
It's too late. It's too late. It's
not
too late.
Again.
It's too late. Why do people keep thinking I'm older than I am?
I don't know.
I don't understand.
I don't know.
Anyways.
I actually wouldn't think that you are older than you are, but... Okay.
I don't understand. I just wanted food and then I get called old indirectly.
First, you scared Mina. Second, Mina, I'm sorry just because I is on her phone and seems like on her phone she's louder than on PC.
Yeah, sorry. Sorry, but I'm old.
You are the same age as me.
I'm old. Did anyone ever greet you for Mother's Day?
No.
I'm old.
You're only some months older than me. I actually had people thinking that I was giving classes during my master when I would just ask it for the key because my teacher told to get the key for the classroom.
Mm-hmm.
But I also had people thinking that I was like 16 when I was 20, so...
Yeah, no, for someone who has the Asian gene, people keep thinking I'm older than I am, so I don't know.
Really? Because normally what I hear about people with Asian genes is that people think they are younger than they are.
Yeah, you think that, right?
That's what I hear. Right? That's what I hear. That's what I see Choco suffering.
You think that about me, right? Like, naturally, I seem younger, but no, I seem older, I guess. This is not the first time someone thought I was older than I am. Someone thought I was my dad's wife when I was
Oh my god.
Time. I was like, Dad, I'm never going outside with you ever again.
That actually happened to me with my uncle. One time, like we were on a family gathering with my uncle, but I barely showed to those. People were just like, "Oh, is this your girlfriend?" I'm like, "No, no."
Oh man. No, the glasses dude looked at my dad directly in the eye and was like, is this for your wife?" And I looked at him and I was like, "Father, please kindly enlighten this man about your age and mine."
Yeah, my uncle just went like, "No, no, she's my sister's daughter."
Oh my god, bro. So sad.
Because like my uncle looks a little bit younger than he actually is.
Uh-huh.
So it helped that, and because people never know my age, because people always assume like that I'm older or younger, because of like or the way I act or my appearance, depends. So I get both sides, but I never got like Happy Mother's Day because our Mother's Day was last week. Our Mother's Day was last week, and no one told me anything. However, I got like happy Women's Day on Women's Day. After that, I didn't got anything.
Well, happy belated Mother's Day to your mother.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Happy early Mother's Day to yours.
Thank you. I asked her what she wanted for Mother's Day. She laughed. She went, money.
I gave mine chocolate.
I'm giving mine money. That's what she wants.
I believe mine wanted chocolate because I gave her 3 chocolate tablets, and one of them was already gone in the next day. So I don't know. My family is scared. My family is caring with chocolate.
That's good. Mine likes money. I know for a fact that if I tried anything else and didn't give her any money, she'd be like, "This is nice, but I want money."
Oh my god.
Every time, by the way, every time.
I never expect that from a mother.
Even when
to
I
be
say
honest.
I love you, she goes, "I love you" is nice, but I want money.
Yeah, I never expect that from a mother though. I expect that from like a daughter or a son or a kid. Like, I didn't expect that from a mother.
She always says she's joking, but it's happened too many times for me to believe it.
It feels surreal to be joking.
I'm saying, bro, you say it too many times, I'm gonna believe you.
Yeah. Also, let me see if your audio is better now, because I decreased it a little bit.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I didn't knew.
I went to the grocery store with my friends, so they were there too, but they left. Like they went outside of the grocery store before I finished. Yeah, so they didn't hear it. So I went out and I was like, I was just greeted Happy Mother's Day. I was just greeted Happy Mother's Day, and they were like, "Oh no, Aya, no," and I was like, "Yep."
Well, to be fair, when you got your haircut, you said that you looked like a mom, so maybe.
I do look like a mom with my haircut, but like
maybe it's that. Maybe it's that.
The glasses thing happened while my hair was long, so I don't know. It's not that. It's not that for sure. The glasses thing happened when my hair was long. It's okay. It's not your fault. I'm just here to vent. Also, hi Mina. I'm sorry.
I think you said hi to her though.
Hi chat. Sorry to redirect. Huh?
To scare them because Mina said you spoke her.
Hi.
Oh no, Mina, no, not again. Mina, I'm getting the bunker. Sorry, okay, here.
Oh. I'm old. This. Not
We
like
still
this.
have 5 years to go. How is your 25 list?
I got the tattoo, so that's
Yeah.
one off.
How many left?
Yes. I haven't checked
It's you with that and me with the other thing.
Yep.
At least I still have until August. You have until June.
I was supposed to finish reading 25 books. I finished reading 4.
Oh.
So.
Go grab the kids' books. You read them in a day. That still counts as a book.
No. Sag Poro. So Sag Poro.
You're okay. Don't worry.
No, I'm not okay. Sag Poro.
Hi, it's fine. You aren't old yet.
I'm old.
You aren't old yet.
Dude looked at the groceries I had that I chose to do. He was like, someone's making tacos. And I was like, huh? I'm not making tacos. I just grabbed beans and he assumed that I was getting tacos.
Only because of beans? Nothing else.
Well, I also grabbed vegetable wraps.
Yeah, and?
That's it.
Yeah, you can do way more than...
Oh, and I had mozzarella cheese.
You don't...
But those are not the ingredients for tacos.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can use them for other things. Also, Lupu, I is my age.
Oh. We're the same age. We're the same age. We're the same age, but I get greeted Happy Mother's Day.
Lupu, stop it.
What?
Because you are complaining that you are old, and Lupu is just dead. After she discovered that you are my age.
Okay, but Lupu, I got greeted Happy Mother's Day. Okay, that's the only reason why I'm complaining. The dude did not blink when he said it. He just naturally assumed I would be a mother. I know I shouldn't be offended, but I'm offended. Being a mother is slay, okay? If I were my age and I were a mother, good for you. But me? I barely got my shit together. You think I'm a mother? Sir?
Yeah, I know. But I didn't know Lupu was here the whole time.
Hi, Lupu. Never going back to that grocery store ever again. That was my favorite grocery store.
Also, aren't you driving? Because I feel like you are gesturing as well. Slapping.
I'm still in the car. I'm still in the car. I was having a crisis because I was there's no way.
Driving, right?
No.
Okay, because I could feel you slapping the driver's wheel.
I'm on my driveway already. It's drizzling. It's the perfect area to contemplate life. Because if I went to my room, I'd just cry. I'm kidding. I wouldn't cry, but I'd be complaining somewhere else.
I'm trying to process and respond to you, but I just want to laugh.
Yeah, I'm old. When I told my friend though, they were like, "It's okay. You practically helped raise Yara and Kiefer." Oh, my parents are home. I should probably get out of the driveway. They're gonna judge me. I'm still in the car.
No,
okay,
it's fine. Bye. Well, that was I. Continuing. I know what it's like to take over someone else's job without being prepared for it. I understand wanting to do things differently. I'm doing things differently than my mother, after all. But I also know that I need to explain those differences to others, because my decisions impact all of NGL. That is why I want you to speak to me. Your plans impact both of us. Sina refuses to meet my eyes. I believe so. Cinnamon. Eventually, he grumbles and looks up. That's Sina. And fine, I'll talk. But you have to promise not to interrupt. I glance at Chevalier, who nods at me encouragingly. If there's one thing this taught me the importance of, it's listening. I promise. Sina is quiet for a few more moments, then he begins to tell us a story. The pacifist. And we stop here. Because I said we were going to do 2 chapters today. Stop here, back to the main menu. Thank you for that, pets, Mina. So, yep. Here it is. We quit and change screens. And let's see who to write. Because I have no clue who is on. Oh my god, so many iPads. I thought it was only one. That was why it wasn't disappearing. Thank you. Thank you, Mira and Lubu, for that pets. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. The people I see were streaming before me. Is there anyone else? I haven't read in a while. Because I think Sally isn't streaming for long, however, today's Friday. But she was streaming already before me. Honey, it's confusing. Bobby is already streaming for long. Oh, Butterbean is on. I never read that Butterbean. Oh my god, let me open Butterbean's. Oh, it's gone for 3 hours. Oh! Crow is on. For 39 minutes. I can rate him! And he has such a pretty model! That looks straight out of a visual novel, so perfect. So the written message will be read. So this is the written message for who is sub or who isn't sub. The written message will be which read. This is for who isn't sub, and we are raiding Crow Corono. So yeah. So thank you to everyone who joined me today. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Illy, for the read. I'll be back Sunday with more productive stream. And yeah, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Aya, for the suddenly pop-up and the laugh. And see you all Sunday. Mina stretch, Lupo eat. Bye bye.